Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down. Back shy of the 20.
Ready! 60 Pittsburgh, 61 Matchbox Lights. Fair. On the team.
On first down, Locke. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 42 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Locke now on first down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Hey, Charlie.
Locke to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man. This is Tate. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Two.
Check 13. Check 13.
What? Go.
Check 49. Check 49.
No. Off. Hurry.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
Drop deep.
Hey, orbit. Now.
On 3rd down, Lock. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
10 logo. Protein skill.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Get it.
On 1st and 10, here's Lock. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. The first carry now. This is Hill. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Mike, 56. 56.
3rd and long for Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Lock now on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Last play, they got stumped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A first down carry by Elliott. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 47. 26.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Kill. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now Prescott. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and now it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You better bring. I'm letting you know.
Right here, guys. We're going to 53. 26.
From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Hey, kill. 47. It's just me and you. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott, escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
First down, Broncos.
Freeman trying to earn some more carries in this Bronco running game as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. This is the tight end fan. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Right there. Oh, dead, baby.
But it's third down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They look to throw. It's Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Locke to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Locke now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready, set. 51. Ready. Man left, man left. Hey, 4 down. Big grip.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Topper. Get it.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage.
Out there, contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's forced
Defensively to be able to hold them to 3.